Everything Under is a 2018 novel by the British writer Daisy Johnson. It was deservedly praised on both sides of the Atlantic before being shortlisted for the Booker Prize, making Johnson the youngest author ever to reach that position. It's one of those novels that isn't especially concerned with contemporary issues, although it does have a contemporary setting. There are three main characters: the protagonist Gretel, a mother Sarah, and a runaway girl called Margot, who disguises herself as a boy called Marcus with devastating results. Add to that a fourth character, a transgender woman called Fiona, who has a gift for foretelling the future, which is also, of course, a curse, and a fifth, a preternatural monster called the Bonak. It may help to know that the whole thing is a modern-day retelling of Sophocles' 5th century BCE tragedy Oedipus Rex, where King Oedipus is told in a prophecy that he's doomed to kill his father and marry his mother. He does everything he can to avoid that outcome, but human ignorance means he fails. When he realises what he's done, he pokes his own eyes out with a brooch. I hope that doesn't sound like too much of a spoiler. If it helps, there are no brooches in Everything Under. The sixth significant character in the novel, and it conditions all the others, is Mother Nature. There's a little lost dog who appears at the beginning, gets called Oscar, then Otto, and who towards the end disappears again. That dog is more symbolic, I think, than most reviewers have realised. Everything here runs in cycles in which oblivion is the natural destination, which should make this a gloomy novel. Only it isn't, the reason being that all the central characters are heroic. Sarah, the mother, although morally flawed, is a kind of Heracles figure, enigmatic, headstrong, and occasionally awe-inspiring. Gretel's prolonged quest to find her mother after she leaves home might remind the reader of Odysseus' journeying. Margot Marcus is the Oedipus character, and by virtue of her flight from her adoptive parents is clearly an altruistic archetype. Even Fiona is heroic in her way. And all their different heroisms, and they are different, that's what makes this novel so interesting, are underlined by the monster, the Bonak, who has the contradictory function of representing everything outside the human condition, and yet everything of which humanity can't divest itself, and perhaps shouldn't. In short, this is definitely one of the better contemporary novels out there right now.